Ew. This cigar, I think, is called the Industrialist. I think. Caldwell. Circa 2014, I think is what it says. Yeah. The Industrialist. Hmm. I am quite interested in trying this one. This one is quite bitter. But that could just be from when I was lighting it. It's got a wood flavor to it. There's a bitterness I can't place though. Like I get a wood flavor, but I can't place the other flavor. It's like it's not a citrusy bitter, it's an acrid bitter. I don't really know how to explain it. It's something. I mean, it's not terrible. But for me, on my scale from 1 to 10, I'd put it at a 5. It's not the worst, but it's not the best I've ever had. I know some of the other channels talk about like flavors changing as you go, and I do get that. I've uh, some of the cigars I've smoked, either that stay the same flavor for a good while up until you reach about right here, uh, or that just change all throughout. It's kind of weird though how some of them do it, but my opinion on it is if someone's gonna spark up a cigar, their deciding point's gonna be right here at the top, because there's a lot of people who are flavor based in what they consume. So even if a cigar was to have a bad start but get better as it went, not everybody's gonna uh, actually stick with the cigar that had a bad flavor at the beginning just to get to around here. But that's mainly my opinion. But I've not actually gone through a cigar that was nearly bad enough for me to not even smoke all of it, or at least smoke over half of it. uh, Mainly whenever I'm smoking, I try to at least get as close to around here as possible. That way, it's not a complete waste. I know they sell little tools to where you can put a spike in it and smoke all the way down there. A lot of times around there, I'm done smoking because I've had times where I've smoked an entire cigar and felt bad. Like, my stomach was flipping. Oh, but if your chest starts hurting while you're smoking a cigar, you're inhaling. That's basically what that is like, I still do it every now and again. Uh, but it's when you go to draw it just in your mouth, but you accidentally draw past your mouth. Yeah, that's why your chest hurts when you smoking a cigar. It's because you sucked uh, smoke down into your lungs. Cigar smoke is a lot harsher than cigarette or some of the others, but cigars are not as bad as cigarettes. But it will make you sick if you do it wrong. That's with anything. You eat too much, you'll get sick. You puff too much on one of these, you get sick. Simple as. That's why a lot of the cigar YouTubers I've watched said it's best to wait a little bit before you take another puff. Oh, brought my book out. This one. Oh, oh hey, it actually opened on a page that I was going to read. The Steyr Model 1912 automatic pistol. This was a standard pistol of the Austro-Hungarian War. Not war. I was getting ahead of myself there. I'll start over. Austro-Hungarian Army. During the First World War, it kept the rotating barrel breech block system and fixed magazine in the grip of the Model 1907. During the Second World War, it was rechambered by the Germans to take 9mm parabellum cartridges, and the slide was stamped '08. It is also known by the name of Steyrhun. Steyrhun? Or the steer with hammer. Hmm. With everything open, it's puffing out. Having a hard time seeing the page. Alright. The other part that I'm going to read is this one's going into Repeating Weapons, United States of America. The Spencer Model 1860 Cavalry Carbine, or Carbine, however you like to pronounce it. I pronounce it carbine. Others call it carbine. The development of the cartridges. The development of cartridges with metal cases made it easier to produce repeating weapons, with the result that numerous inventors took out patents for a wide variety of mechanisms. Credit is due, above all, to Christopher Spencer for having built the first truly functioning repeating rifle. This extraordinary weapon, with a lever mechanism, has a removable magazine in the butt. The semicircular breech block, maneuvered by the trigger guard lever, turns to open the weapon, expelling the spent cartridge case and reloading it with new cartridge from the tubular magazine. Spencer's weapons were widely used during the American Civil War and were such powerful competition for the Henry rifle that after the war, Oliver Winchester bought up the remaining stock of Spencer's, which he was to resell many years later, in order to market his new Henry rifle, the Winchester 66. Okay, so this one loaded in the buttstock, which I'm pretty sure it's set up here. But yeah, this book I found at a antique store, and there's a book I'm looking into getting, which is a book of uh, German uh, armored vehicles. And then there's another book I'm going to look into getting. Uh, it's pretty much got a wide selection of guns in it. Uh, it is uh, I forget the name of it, but it's like a book about yay thick. I got switch legs. My leg was getting tired. Ooh, this is better. I ain't gotta keep my leg propped. I can just hook my foot on the end of the table. Let's see how much time. Well, we got plenty. The Springfield M1903 rifle. Caliber is a 30-06 or 30 or 0.30-06 or 7.62. It could have just put 7.62. And then you got the Springfield model. Ow, someone's stabbing me. You got the Springfield model 1903 rifle, which was in 7.62 as well. Or 7.62 millimeters on both of them. Alright, the Springfield model 1903 rifle. This rifle used a variant of the Mauser model 1808 mechanism, originally made in 0.30-03 in caliber. From 1906 it was chambered for the new 0.30-6 06. in caliber cartridge. It used a ramrod type bayonet which fitted into the stock beneath the barrel. With a few modifications, it remained in service with the American Army until total issue of the Garand semi-automatic rifle. Okay, that's pretty cool to know. I had a uh, 5 round double column internal box magazine. That's pretty cool. Mainly, I just go through. Puppy, what do you smell on the bottom of my shoe? Hmm? Anyways, I just go through the book and look at anything I find interesting. I mean, the entire book's interesting, but I just like going through it and stopping on a page that I find interesting. Alright, I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. I really appreciate y'all coming and holding for the cigar review or coming for the cigar review and staying for the book reading. I'll continue on the book reading as well. Y'all have a good day. Love y'all. And remember, go with Jesus.